Explosive fights, name-calling, and scandalous rumors. Rachael Ray and John Cusimano have been together since 2005, but their marriage is far from perfect. Although Rachael Ray is now a household name, the cook was not always famous. Back in 2001, Ray got her big break in the television industry, transforming her from a niche specialist to a national treasure. At the time, she was already considered a successful cookbook writer, as she had sold more than 10,000 copies of her work. However, her true fame arrived that same year when the Food Network invited her to host the cooking show 30-Minute Meals. The program, which focused on easy recipes, ran for an impressive 11 seasons. The series was also revived in 2019 following a 7-year break. When Ray first met Cusimano in 2001, she was hardly an unknown figure. Foodies across the country considered her a key source when it came to finding quick and easy recipes, and Cusimano was an enthusiastic home cook who enjoyed cookbooks and food tips. Despite this, Cusimano apparently hadn't heard of Ray before meeting her. Ray revealed on her podcast, "I'll Sleep When I'm Dead," "When we met, he had no idea what I did, and I thought he was gay." After Cusimano told her about a dinner he'd made, Ray reasoned, "There's no way a straight guy knows what tilapia is, or he was trying to spice it up with some homemade tomatillo salsa, and he made maque choux spilling out of an avocado on the side. Not your average meet cute, that's for sure." Although Cusimano and Ray's first encounter may have been a bit odd, the two eventually started dating. They fell in love and began to discuss the possibility of a shared future. Eventually, Cusimano decided that it was time to pop the question, but he didn't exactly go about it in the most romantic way. Speaking on The Rachael Ray Show, Ray admitted that Cusimano didn't organize a special dinner to propose. Instead, he waited until Ray was in tears to make his move. Ray said on her show that she was crying because their apartment was under construction, and it wasn't going to be finished in time for the holidays.
And my sweet John chose me, my homecoming, to break it to me that the house wasn't going to be done.
Desperate to change the atmosphere, Cusimano decided to reveal the ring. However, he didn't get down on one knee.
And I burst into tears, and he was trying to make me stop crying, so he threw the ring box at my head.
As unorthodox as Cusimano's proposal may have been, Ray didn't seem to mind.
And I don't remember what he said, but I told him he had to call my mother and tell her.
In 2005, Ray and Cusimano said "I do" in a romantic ceremony in Tuscany. As far as outsiders could see, the newlyweds oozed wedded bliss. They were successful, happy, and deeply in love. Or at least, that's how they seemed. Just months after Ray and Cusimano's wedding, the National Enquirer insisted that the couple was already struggling with infidelity. Reportedly, a Florida woman by the name of Janine Walls claimed that she had engaged in a 5-year-long affair with Cusimano. Part of this affair, she said, occurred after Cusimano had already married Ray. The National Enquirer also alleged that Cusimano had contracted the services of a sex worker. Ray and her new husband were apparently shocked by these tabloid reports. Speaking to Extra, Ray denied any sort of problems in her relationship, adding, "I don't know where they come from. I really don't. We couldn't be happier." The television star also revealed, "You know, when I read the interview rumors about the end of my marriage, I was toasting my husband on the first 3 days we've had off together in about 6 months of work. We were having margaritas that he had just made for us." Although Cusimano and Ray insist that they are happy together, the couple does not deny that they have clashing personalities. Ray has gone on the record stating that she and her husband are very turbulent people, a factor she says adds tension to their marriage.
We're both really volatile, and I think that's a good thing.
She went on to explain that she and her hubby argue often. Cusimano agreed with this assessment.
Yeah, we have like a steam valve. We let it off every once in a while. Like,
Because Ray and Cusimano are so volatile, they often find themselves involved in arguments. Unfortunately, however, most of their disagreements do not take place in a cool, calm, and collected way. Instead, the pair are known to grow quite heated and even raise their voices during discussions. Chatting about this matter on the "I'll Sleep When I'm Dead" podcast, Ray revealed, "It's very hard, especially for hot-tempered or creative or vociferous loud people, to be able to just calm it down. John and I don't calm it down ever. We have huge screaming matches all the time, but I think that's healthy. I really do, and I don't trust people that are too quiet." Ray and Cusimano may not even be able to go a day without a disagreement.
We pop that zit every morning, you know what I mean? Like, at some point during the day, one of us will snap at the other, but
All the frequent fighting between Ray and Cusimano definitely represents a major red flag. However, the couple still manages to work together despite all their issues. Ray told People magazine, "We have volatile personalities, but we're both very practical too. That's the lawyer side of him and the domestic side of me. We're like, these are the things that must be accomplished today." Ray and Cusimano may fight constantly, but that doesn't mean they apologize to each other often. Ray says that apologies are not really a part of her marriage. As she shared on the "I'll Sleep When I'm Dead" podcast, I don't know that we ever apologize to each other. Eventually, I pat him on the ass or he kisses me on the head, and that's just sort of it. That's the apology. It's just sort of understood. I still like your ass. I still like your head. It's kind of in that zone. As much as Ray and Cusimano have insisted that their marriage is happy and healthy, the couple has not been able to prevent the tabloids from spinning stories about their relationship. Accusations of infidelity have haunted them time and time again. In 2013, the National Enquirer claimed Cusimano had been spotted at a swingers club without his wife. A source told the tabloid, after a bit of socializing at the buffet and the bar, John would always make his way to the back room, and every time he was observed in the co-ed locker room, he never took a shower alone. Once again, Ray and Cusimano denied the rumors, but this time, they came out and said the National Enquirer stories were actively harming them as a couple. A representative for Ray even told Fox News that Cusimano was exploring the idea of a lawsuit, saying, John's lawyers have been in contact with the Enquirer and are exploring legal action against the publication for defamation. Many couples believe that living separate lives is akin to a separation. Ray and Cusimano, though, don't take things so seriously. The couple has been known to spend considerable amounts of time focused on their own individual projects, and according to them, that isn't a bad thing. Speaking on this matter with People, Ray revealed, I can't give a man an enormous amount of attention, and John is totally down with that. When men I have dated over the years whined about, oh, you make no time for me, see ya, I just dumped them. I don't need that pressure in my life. Rachael Ray and John Cusimano's marriage is far from conventional. They scream and shout, releasing all of their negative emotions during their fights. They label their volatility healthy, and sometimes Ray even calls Cusimano names. On the occasion of her 15th wedding anniversary, Ray told People, when we are mad at each other, we scream. If John is being an I tell him, then I feel better. And John does the same thing. We share a great sense of humor, which helps. The married couple also appears to enjoy many of the same bad behaviors, and they are happy to engage in these guilty pleasures together. In a conversation with People, Ray shared, we find it sexy to share bad behavior, like staying up too late, eating the wrong foods, and listening to loud music, rap, opera, and any of our 3,000 records. Wherever we are, we love being together and not acting our age.
And we have a sense of humor, and we don't really have rules.
Although it might be fun to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning eating one of Ray's hit dishes, this behavior is not necessarily healthy. According to some psychologists, partners who facilitate each other's unhealthy habits may actually be enabling, and this is not always beneficial to anyone in the relationship. As explained by the Cleveland Clinic, enabling happens when you justify or support problematic behaviors in a loved one under the guise that you're helping them. While Ray and Cusimano may think that they are helping each other enjoy life, they may also be encouraging each other to engage in unhealthy habits.